Hello there and welcome to this video. Today we are going on a little trip down memory lane. We are going back to the 80s. I have this very beautiful magazine here from November 1983. Yeah, so I have my big earrings on, I have my bangs, and I have my bright red lipstick. And I am all ready to go back into this fun and exciting century. So let's flip through here and see what's inside. Vogue. New views. Fast clues to fashion now. The topical trench, sweater, coat and country dressing. How to wear the difference. Let's take a look. And on the first page here is a Revlon ad. European Collagen Complex. If you are reading this on November 1st, you can have silkier, smoother, younger looking skin by November 10th. Oh, that's promising a lot. Clinics tested it. Women proved it. Now you can discover it. Jean-Franco Ferret. Here's a very, very beautiful coat with a lovely mix of knitwear, suede, and leather. Yes. And fur coats were very, very popular in the 80s. It was like a sign of wealth and status, I guess. Shoesy people, shoes rain. So many fun little word plays in these ads. Very funny. And The Renaissance of Perfume by Gianni Versace. Here's a masculine woman with short hair and a feminine woman in a golden dress and curly long hair. And the man here looking very in love with the woman. And a watch, nice watch there. And what do we have here? Princely check-in. Prince William and Prince Charles at Aberdeen Airport on their way to Balmoral. Prince Charles is looking very happy with his little baby son. Prince William, he looks like he's 1.5, 2 years old maybe. I don't remember how old he is, but I think he's my age, approximately. And the lovely young couple here, newlyweds. I believe they were married in 1980 or 81. And here's Saint Laurent Rive Gauche. I remember that perfume, Rive Gauche. And look at those those earrings there, they look a little bit like ones that I was wearing recently in a video. And she also has reddish blonde hair like I do. Although I do not wear black a lot. But it's a nice style. And there's a pretty young lady, Estee Lauder Renutriv Dry Skin Enrichment Program. And Cartier watch. Cartier. Yeah. Estee Lauder. All you need is one beautiful drop to know why Estee Lauder was keeping private collection perfume for herself. I suppose that is Estee Lauder. In this dress here with the puffy sleeves. And Vogue notices cinema. What's in the cinema? And I think this is a cigarette holster or something. Louis Vuitton, the art of travel. Yes, Louis Vuitton bags, a classic that never gets old. Always classy. And here's an ad for my favorite perfume, one of the favorites at least, Chanel No. 5. Books to read and what to watch in the cinema. And another commercial wrinkle cream ad here from Helena Rubinstein. I actually visited her childhood home in Krakow, Poland last fall. Helena Rubinstein in the Jewish quarter. Very charming. And Charmaid. Unabashedly female Charmaid, not a perfume for the faint-hearted. Guerlain Paris. And art books and more. And now here we have an interesting ad, Smirnoff's Guide to London. So it is fashion and cocktails. And you see there is a little recipe here for every drink. A strawberry small talk. That looks very nice, very delicious. Engaging in a little pleasant socializing. One simply has to get things right. Half measures are, of course, out of the question, as are fourth-rate fashions, fifth-rate flirting and flicking ice cubes at the bartender. Chloe black jersey dress and Maud frisson black silk and diamond shoes at Brown's. His Cerruti dinner suit, Armani cotton shirt, and Basil bow tie, also at Brown's. Very classy couple here. And beautiful woman with magnetizing brown eyes here. Very nice. And another interesting drink, a cocktail here. And a very 20s inspired outfit and hairstyle. And this drink here is called Depth's Delight, with orange juice, lemon juice, dash of grenadine. Yeah, I must make a cocktail party and try out all these 80s drinks. That would be fun. Maybe for New Year's. So, let's see. Best be seen in all the right places. Dressed in the latest collections, indulging in something long and cool and very stylish. Savor the envious glances. Revel in the luxury of success. And remember, in polite circles, name-dropping is something of an art. Mary McFadden, lilac, Fortuny pleated dress at Brown's. Ooh, and look at that bracelet, that is just gorgeous. I would love a bracelet like that to go with my new earrings. And another delicious drink here. They're certainly having a lot of drinks. Poser Pink Passion with cherry, Smirnoff of course, and cherry brandy, dash cassis champagne, and grapefruit juice. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Very good. Oh, that's so pretty. That's very pretty. And now she has a 1930s, 40s hairstyle. And another drink called Sloan Sling with pineapple juice, coconut cream, and crushed ice, slice of lemon, cherry, and straw. How delicious. And again, she has a 1920s, a turban style, a hair or head garment. Oh, this looks very good. Hot Gossip on the Rocks with amaretto, orange juice, green creme de menthe lemonade. Yeps. And a slice of lemon. And let's see here what they write here. They are so good at these little... I don't think people do that anymore in the modern magazines. Escape the favored cocktail venues of the capital. Mingle with the most discerning. Gossip with the best. Giggle with the rest. All agog, for who's doing what and where's the smooth. And where the smooth set are sure to be discovered. You'll notice them immediately. They're the ones without the paper plates. Stick on lemons and false mustaches. Ooh. Okay. And let's see. When one discovers, pursue, take to smooth socializing. Take to rather dashing dressing. Take to the best little rendezvous. In London, whoever happens to take your fancy. Warning, does he fall the smooth test? If so, beware. This man is not the sophisticated hero you supposed and may turn out to be a social no-no. Sonia Rukiel black sequined top, matching skirt also available, and straw turban at Brown's. Very beautiful dresses. Maybe this is a New Year's and holidays inspiration. This is November issue, but it's always good to be prepared in good time for New Year's. And another cocktail. Hooray, Henry's Last Stand. With creme de banana, lemon juice, grenadine. Okay, this looks also very nice. Fancy meeting him and her, and whose? That over there, it seems the world is spreading. Best confer. They look to be informed and may well lead to more interesting connections and other variations on the smoother side of life. Bill black dress, lace dress with satin bow, and his Armani dinner suit at Brown's, and so on. And this section is all about socializing with the right people at the right parties. Yeah. Very, very classy. What becomes a legend most? Black Glamour. And that's beautiful. Sophia Loren from Italy. The fashion icon and beauty icon for many years. And Clarine's at nudity, so I will just skip through that very fast. And here is Guy Laroche perfume Fiji snake. This beautiful snake. And another dangerous animal here in another perfume ad. Also Guy Laroche Paris Osé. Yes. And the horoscope, but that's not relevant anymore. So we will skip through and I'll just have a glass of water. Yes. Cashmere sweater. Some douche for men. Some nice goldsmith pens out of the wood. And here are some very, very nice silk dresses. Very beautiful and colorful, extravagant. Just very, very 80s style dresses. I like this over the top kind of fashion. It's fun. Very fun. And Cacharel Paris Année. I remember this perfume. It was my mother's. She had this one. I remember that. Les plus tendres des parfums des femmes. And David Morris. Watches and jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry. Christian Dior makeup. And the perfume Miss Dior. Still popular. It has another bottle. It has a different bottle now. Different bottle design. It is so old, this magazine. 83. That is a very long time ago. And, oh my goodness, beautiful diamond jewelry, earrings and necklace. So beautiful. And Armani perfume. Elizabeth Arden Breakthrough Lip Treatment Cream. I like her products. I'm sure it's very good. Or it was very good. Paradox perfume. Paradox. But something about periods. Vitamins. Okay, and perfumes, Paris, and all. Let's move on. And Edelson furs to be noticed in. All about being noticed and being seen and wearing exclusive things. Yes, this is a magazine for the posh and the superficial. And here's that popular Paris perfume again. I remember that bottle there. I don't know if that perfume still is on the market. Or what it smelled like, I don't remember. And again, very beautiful jewelry from Chomet. Gore. Take positive action to save your skin. And that doesn't really look like natural skin. I guess they also used kind of Photoshop back then, or something like that. Asprey Christmas crackers. And Ballet, who tried to shave closer than the Philips Lady Shave. Two ballet dancers, and one has this little, she carved herself shaving, and the other one didn't, because she used the Philips Lady Shaver. Janet Brown won't wear imitations. I suppose Janet Brown is some sort of celebrity. Love her 80s styles. Hairdo. Marlins. Every woman should have a beautiful skin. Striking geometry. Fur designers go into competition and create. Yes, geometry was very, very dominant in 80s fashion, even in fur coats. And that woman looks familiar. A model. Maybe she looks a little bit like Anne Hathaway. Maybe she's related. Maybe. A. Jensen, Royal Copenhagen. That's fun. Danish design, Geo Jensen. Give her a Jensen this Christmas. Geo Jensen jewelry. I have pieces from Geo Jensen that I inherited from my grandmother. Royal Copenhagen porcelain and Geo Jensen silver. Geo Jensen jewelry in the finest Danish tradition. Yeah. Harrods. The Harrods Christmas Magazine 1983. Oh, I would love to get a hold of that. That could be fun to look through. In the grand tradition, the Ritz, the best address in London, an hotel of elegance and sophistication, still faithful to Ritz's original inspiration, or comfort in an English stately home. Diamonds, some of the most precious stones in the world, created into exquisite jewelry. So this is both an ad for a piece about the Ritz Hotel in London and very fancy diamond jewelry. So it's fun that they collaborate a lot. Jewelry brands and other brands. Very classy. Pink. Pink was a very, very popular color in the 80s. Very striking pink. And even for the redhead. Diamonds to shine, to sparkle. 1 in a million, a diamond of 10 carats. Jewelry of a very special nature by M. Gerard Joulliers. And a lot more. That is one big rock right there. Wow. Very fancy. Jewelry of blue, white diamonds capturing the light, capturing the attention in no uncertain fashion. Maxwell Craft Furs, the finest furs in London. That is very extravagant fur. Okay. Woolmark, pure new wool. Oh, don't you love that sweater? That is really like nothing I've ever seen since the 80s. Okay, next, Autumn Winter Evening Collection. I love that bracelet. That's beautiful. And more elegant and sophisticated, beautiful clothes in silk and crepe colors, black and white. And they put prices in too, not too expensive. And here she has a Belle Epoque style hairstyle and very frizzy hairstyle. Around 1900. beginning of the 1900s hairstyle. Yes. Fantastic jewelry. Jewelry by Butler and Wilson. London label Marie Claire. Marie Claire. Yeah. And Givenchy Paris perfume. Rosita, a gem of a gift to or be given. Pearl earrings, pearl jewelry. Yeah. And Russell and Bromley. Beautiful shoes with a lacy pattern. Silky dress. Watch Vogue. Expensive watches. Many expensive and beautiful watches. I like this one. Very, very nice. I would love to have something like that. But it costs £48,500. Ooh, that is a very expensive watch. But I guess it's diamonds. So. Yeah. Omega, a classic watch, timeless. Timeless, yeah, it's a watch. A little joke there. Timeless watch. Okay, and timeless watches. Amadeus collection. Raymond Vale, Geneva. And more beautiful watches, which are very expensive. Gold watch and diamond watch. Living it up. Oh, I think that's working. Stick-on towels. I have no idea what that is. Triumph has the bra for the way you are. Very natural looking model. Yeah, very nice. And big red curly hair model with red nails and a big wool coat. Underwear, that's all one color. Underwear. I like this. 80s look here. The fur coat. It looks like something taken out of Dollars. The American TV drama show Dollars. I remember watching that when I was very, very young. Every woman is unique. Why shouldn't her fur be? Yes. Very exclusive. Planet. Rothman's king size cigarette commercial. Cigarette ads. Knitting the news. Oh, these are knitting patterns. Knitting patterns. I didn't expect to find that in here. Today's hairstyles need hold and a natural touch. That is for sure. L'Oreal Freestyle Mousse. And here we see some different kinds of 80s hairstyles. Short hair, very big curly hair, a little bob, hair with a little curly twist on the bangs here, and curly short hair, and this classic bob too. Yeah, with a nice twist and fullness to it. And there's a little recipe for how to make these hairstyles. And more knitting patterns, knitting the news. Yeah, not my style really, not my taste. Arpège, Lanvin Paris. Arpège and nothing else. And what do we have here? Almay, the healthy approach to beauty. Hyperallergenic and unscented. I like that. And more knitting patterns. This color, this very sharp royal blue color. I remember how popular that was in the 80s too. Metal. Paco Rabanne. Portrait of a lady wearing metal. Look your best in Winsmore. Or whatever that is. It's hard to see. Oh, I love that hairstyle. Just like a little troll. Benetton. I would like to knit a cardigan like this. I like that one. And beautiful diamond jewelry. And more exclusive watches. And Christmas wrapping by Terence Donovan. It's dark black and white pictures, so I'm just going to flip through it. And again, more beautiful jewelry here. Chaumet Jewelers. Show her she's the reason it's never been lonely at the top. Beautiful. And Jean-Paul Gaultier. I remember this bra. I think Madonna wore this special iconic design. More watches. How to wear the difference. Vogue's I View, November 1983. There's a new twist to all the best tricks. The difference is a matter of mood, of giving an urban polish to the most wearable, workable shapes of country and sport, of making the well-defined shoulder rounded or squared, then a nonchalant, narrowed narrowed line. There's body consciousness, of course, but it's often oblique, curve grazing lines as much as figure-hugging ones. And that alert, design-conscious sense of color, mixing modern detail, strong accessory. And I will not read the whole thing. I will just look at the pictures. Yes. That hairdo must have taken a lot of hair mousse. And this is a very, very interesting jacket or coat. French double trench coat and shirt. Mal trench dress, French polished. And here she looks very the topical, very much more conservative here. Very conservative and old-fashioned. Horse sense trench, gray, black, beige, poplin, max. And more the topical trench, yes, more. This is very, very party gaze in black with vanishing skirt. Vanishing skirt, yes, it is vanished. It has vanished, I guess. Okay, let's see. And frizzy hair styles, sweater dresses. This bare new sweater dressing. Gray knitted cashmere dress, both pages. Draped from shoulders, wide scoop neck, ankle length. £1,000. That's a lot of money for a sweater dress. But it's very chic and classy, and especially with this hat and the frizzy hair. This must be a nightmare to comb this frizzy hair. And more sweater wear or knitwear. There's a lot of inspiration for something that I could knit myself, maybe. I like this vest here. Very nice. And hats, lots of hats. Very fun little hat here. Looks like a special scent. Pure mink marriage left. Nina Ricci's heady flowered hairdo with sandalwood. Oh, it's the description of a perfume. Okay, beauty. So again, fashion with descriptions of perfumes, a collaboration with fashion brands and perfume brands. Very, very classy. Beautiful rose. Adventures in the Adirondacks. We'll skip this part. It's also fashion with traveling fashion is not really easy to see because it's very much more relaxed and youthful fashion. But this beret hat here, I remember these were so popular in the 80s. This beautiful girl. She looks very Danish or Swedish. Freckles, blonde hair, blue eyes. Very pretty. Fairy Tale by Drusilla Bayfus. Alessandra Ferri is a dramatic discovery as classical dancer, actress, and physical presence. Her latest move, the role of the dance star in a new production of the music drama The Seven Deadly Sins, with Sir Kenneth Macmillan as choreographer and artistic director, to be shown by Granada Television early next year. So this is of course not something I remember, but if any of you do, feel free to write me in the comments. It's always fun to go back in time and see and remember things that you may have forgotten. Yeah. Being Book. It's not someone I know, so I will skip. And Raoul Dufy took painting as an apparently effortless canter. The English loved him for it. When murals, pictures, and textiles of their favorite things bloomed under his hand. I like this painting style as well. It looks like a little bit like Henri Matisse's style of painting, which I really love. Raoul Dufy. Best buys this overview. So here are coats and hats. Beautiful oversized coats. Everything was so oversized in the 80s. And very straight up and down. No belts. I like belts. This fashion has really reoccurred these days. I think it's difficult to find a beautiful coat with a belt these days. But it looks very nice and warm, this one. I like that. And more sweater wear and beret hats. That is also a reoccurring fashion trend these days with beret hats. I have one myself, if you haven't noticed. I wore it in one of my latest videos when I was out in Aarhus making a video vlog from Aarhus. I like this sweater dress. Looks very comfortable. Vogue living inside Winfield House. Oh, yes, this looks like a man in a dress. You can never tell these days. Martini, vermouth. Oh my goodness, this beautiful. Oh, if I could only live like this. Inside Winfield House. I love it. The flowers, the gold, the colors. So beautiful. Classic and beautiful. And here are some of the bedrooms. And a very, very big bathroom. Looks bigger than my living room. All in marble. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, look at those beautiful English roses. The greening of the screen. Minton, even after 189 years, it still takes us nearly a month to make a single plate. Wow, then it must be very, very expensive. It's hand painted, I bet. The last paint stacking stage in this process is the highly skilled burnishing. Concentration on fine detail is so intense that a burnisher can only work for 15 minutes before having to rest. So understandably, a single plate can take weeks to complete, which means that a complete dinner service in Argyle, the pattern shown here, costs over £4,000. That is a lot for one plate. So this is some of the finest china in the world, I guess. And something you don't take out too often, maybe. Only for special occasions. And don't serve it to the kids. And something about Technics series and Vogue food with some delicious recipes here. Good. Very nice. Remy Martin Fine Champagne Cognac. A taste for the finer things in life often calls for the odd sacrifice. Okay, so he is riding a bike, maybe, to be able to afford this champagne cognac. Yes. Bacardi and orange goes down great with the sun. Why the rich are happy when it rains. Probably so they can enjoy their color TV and their music stereo equipment, I guess. Fisher, the sight and sound of precision. Take the time to enjoy silk cut. Cigarette commercial, cigarette ad, but it's all blurry. Government health warning. Cigarettes can seriously damage your health. But they still had to make the ad. Strange. Pernod, free the spirit. sexy outfit. And Kim size. And some old car ads. Vogue cars, 4 wheels drives ahead. The new cross-country runners. A class of 83. Handcrafted the Aston Martin Lagonda. This is what a high-class car looked like in 83. And there's a Rover, Austin Rover. This is typical interior of an 80s luxury car. Ford Orion, the new Ford Orion, a modern variation on a classical theme. The Orion is a splendidly comfortable, classically styled little saloon, but with front-wheel drive, a 5-speed gearbox, and all Ford's latest electronic technology. Its engineering is strictly contemporary. Okay, and a lot more details too. And if any of you remember these cars, owned one, knew someone who owned them, please comment down below too. And here's just a lot more cars. And the new Colt Shogun. Handcrafted. A great British tradition by Maxwell Boyd. And other car details. Cross-country runners. Land Rover 110. And the new Audi 80 Quattro. I believe this was a very, very popular car. I believe I've heard this name before. The Audi 80 Quattro. It looks very, very familiar too. Suzuki, the new cross-country runners. Yeah. Suzuki SJ 410. A class of 83. And here are some proud owners of different cars. David Hicks owns a Range Rover, and John Francombe owns a Porsche. And here, who's this? I don't see the name here. Move with the times. The Avant, the Estate, the Station Wagon, the Shooting Brake. The Audi Avant performs like a coupe, works like an estate. Okay. My throat is getting a little bit rusty in these days because of the cold weather we are having. So I might be whispering a little bit more than usual. Handcrafted. Economy drive. So these are less expensive cars. Vogue Travel, Snow Scene, the Snow Scene, and Country Houses for Sale, I guess. Guess so. Yeah. some traveling ads. More ads. And more ads. Beauty. Vogue Complete Beauty. A beauty book. Oh, that is one that I would like to own and flip through. But it's probably hard to get it now. Cosmetic surgery. Lots of ads. Handmade chocolates, handmade shoes, lots of ads. Come and live in our castle. I would love to. And another cigarette ad on the last page. And on the back is another perfume ad. Ye reviews worth. Not one that I know. Good. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for enjoying this beautiful magazine here with me. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have a lot more exciting magazines to flip through with you in later videos. So have a wonderful and peaceful sleep, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.